Have you ever felt like money was slipping out of your hands like water? As if, no matter how hard you try, there's always an unexpected bill, a new debt, or an invisible blockage standing between you and prosperity? Well, no, this can change today. There is a powerful prayer, little known, but profoundly transformative, capable of opening paths where only walls previously existed. And no, that's not an exaggeration. Thousands of people around the world have already witnessed the financial miracle after repeating this prayer with faith and intention. Maybe you feel like you need to do 1,000 rituals, repeat mantras for days, or isolate yourself on the top of a mountain. None of that. What I'm going to show you here is simple, direct and, best of all, works in just 15 minutes. But be careful, this secret is hidden between the lines of Psalm 91, a true spiritual key. And if you thought this psalm was just for protection, get ready to see how it also attracts abundance, gratitude, and prosperity like a magnet. Now answer me honestly, are you ready to unlock the financial life you've always dreamed of using just the strength of your faith? Because a single statement could be what's needed to change the game. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and discover what happens when you hand your finances into God's hands with complete trust. There is a reason why the Psalm 91 it is known as a spiritual shield. It's not just a beautiful sequence of words, it's a true code of protection and opening paths. When you declare this psalm in faith, you activate a powerful energy, almost like an invisible force field around you. It's as if you're saying to the universe, I trust. I'm ready. And when trust comes in, fear comes out. This movement opens up space for prosperity flow naturally. Have you ever felt like things seem stuck? Perhaps this spiritual shielding is missing. Think of it like a safe. Money, opportunities, and abundance are inside, but the key is to align your mind, your heart, and your vibration. The Psalm 91 is that key. Instead of asking with desperation, you declare with authority. It is at this moment that the powerful prayer it stops being just a memorized text and becomes an act of conscious creation. An intimate ritual, direct with the divine. And you know what's more beautiful? No need for candles, incense, or complicated rituals. All you need is your voice and your true intention. Many people don't understand why they repeat the psalm and don't see results. But the question is in as and not in how much. If you recite with doubt, you are sowing uncertainty. Now, when you release your voice with gratitude and certainty that the financial miracle it's already on the way, the game changes. It's like tuning a radio. If you turn the right knob, the radio frequency abundance enter your life cleanly. And this frequency begins exactly with this spiritual shield. But how to transform this connection into concrete action? The answer comes right away. Have you ever imagined completely changing your financial situation in just 15 minutes? It may seem bold, even improbable, but when it comes to the strength of a powerful prayer, time stops following human logic. It is in this short interval that your heart vibration can align with the divine plan. When declaring the Psalm 91 with faith, you give a clear command to the universe, I am ready to receive. And the most impressive thing is that you don't need to repeat it 1,000 times. All it takes is once, said with soul and presence, for the energy to start moving. It works like this: you find a quiet place, take a deep breath, silence the voices of fear and doubt, and enter a state of trust. Then, recite the psalm as if each word were alive. Don't just talk with your mouth, speak with the Spirit. At that moment, invisible doors begin to open. That proposal that was stuck, that money that seemed impossible, the solution that you didn't even know existed, everything starts to align. It is the power of faith added to the decision to trust the invisible before the visible manifests itself. But be careful, Don't wait for the sky to turn purple or 100 reis bills to fall from the ceiling, although it's not impossible, right? Financial transformation can come in the form of an idea, an unexpected call, an invitation, or even that intuition that pushes you onto a new path. The key is to notice the signs and act. The financial miracle, it begins in the spirit, but is realized in action. So, after this prayer, be attentive. Heaven has already responded. Now it's your turn to move, and the next step is to understand how to get out of hopelessness and move towards abundance real. How many times have you found yourself looking at the ceiling, not knowing how to get out of debt, feeling like nothing is going right? That's not weakness, it's human. All of us, at some point, have plunged into that dark hole where hope seems to have taken a vacation. But here's a truth that you might need to hear today: God didn't bring you this far to abandon you along the way. The same force that created heaven and earth is available to change your financial story. And that change begins when you recognize that you are not alone, even on your worst days. The beauty of Psalm 91, that's exactly it. It was made for those who are tired, for those who feel like the ground has disappeared. It is a prayer that welcomes, protects, but also empowers. By reciting it, you declare that you believe in the possibility of a new beginning, even when everything seems lost. And it's not about pretending that everything is fine, it's about choosing the faith even when the scene is dark. The powerful prayer, it then becomes an emotional lever. It takes you out of stagnation and puts you in motion, reminds you that there is a tomorrow and that it can be infinitely better than today. And you know what else? This hope does not need to come packaged with fireworks. It may start as a whisper. One thought: I can still win. A decision: today, I choose to believe. An action: I will pray, and I will trust. When you plant this seed, the abundance begins to sprout from the inside out. The financial miracle, it may even come in the form of money, but before that, it manifests as peace, courage, and clarity. And when the mind finds hope, the body finds direction. The next step: use gratitude as fuel. If there's one thing that changes the spiritual and financial game, it's learning to forcefully declare what you want to live. It's not just repeating loose phrases, it's putting soul into words. When you say with conviction, I believe, the universe listens. When you declare, my blessing is on the way, the celestial gears begin to turn. And when you affirm in faith, abundance is already mine, you leave the role of victim and take your place as co-creator of your reality. This is where the powerful prayer becomes a lifestyle. It's not asking, it's declaring. A gratitude enters like a key that opens the doors of the impossible. It's easy to be grateful after the money arrives, after the bill is paid, after the miracle happens. But what about thanking first? This is real faith. Start practicing today. Be grateful for what has not yet arrived as if it were already reality. Say, thank you, God, because my financial miracle has now been released. Do you know what happens? Your vibration changes. You leave scarcity and enter the field of prosperity. And everything that is on the same frequency as your gratitude begins to come your way. Want a practical exercise? For the next 7 days, write down 3 affirmations of faith and 3 reasons for gratitude in the morning, even if they seem small. It could be, I am blessed, my income grows every day, opportunities find me easily. At the end of the week, notice how your energy changes. Statements have power. They are not magical by themselves, but when aligned with your feeling and action, they become catalysts. And when the vibration of faith and gratitude come together, get ready, because the sky moves. And it is in this movement that heavenly reinforcement comes in. Did you know that you can count on an invisible spiritual support network, ready to act on your behalf? We often feel like we are alone, facing the challenges of life and finances, but the truth is that we are never alone. Angels, beings of light and the divine presence itself are always around us, waiting for a sign that we are ready to receive help. The powerful prayer do Salmo 91 not only protects you, but also connects you to these beings of light who can open the paths to your prosperity. The key here is to hand your finances over to God, allowing Him to direct your actions and decisions. When you allow yourself to trust the divine plan completely, you align yourself with the natural flow of life. And the angels? They are like spiritual guides who help us find solutions, make the right decisions and even recognize hidden opportunities. But for this help to happen, an act of faith is necessary, declaring, "I turn my finances over to God and trust the angels to guide me." Thus, the abundance it can start flowing where you least expect it. Be aware of subtle messages throughout the day. It could be an idea that appears suddenly, an intuition that leads you to a new path or a conversation with someone who offers you the solution you were looking for. These are the answers that come through spiritual support. And remember, this help isn't just about receiving money or material goods, it's about being at peace, knowing that life is taking care of you and that there are no more barriers between you and life. Prosperity divine. Sometimes financial miracles don't come the way we think, but they always come the way we need them. We just need to be open to receiving them. When we talk about abundance, we often focus only on the material aspect, money, goods, riches. But the true meaning of prosperity is much broader. The powerful prayer do Salmo 91 it doesn't just bring financial wealth, it opens the door to a lifetime of blessings. When you pray with faith and gratitude, you are also inviting health, peace, and purpose to manifest in your life. This means that the financial miracle it is just one part of a much larger whole, which touches every aspect of your existence. Have you ever thought that true prosperity involves not only your pocket, but also your body and mind? Imagine that, when declaring divine protection, you are also asking for lasting health, emotional tranquility, and clarity of purpose. The abundance it is not limited to material goods, it spreads to all areas of your life. When you begin to understand that all of these blessings are interconnected, what once seemed like a financial struggle turns into a journey of personal and spiritual growth. And best of all of this is within your reach, based on your faith and your choices. And the most incredible thing is that the more you connect with this holistic view of prosperity, the more you see that the universe is constantly supporting you. When you begin to act with confidence, courage and gratitude, life will reflect it. Money will appear, opportunities will arise, but beyond that, you will feel an inner peace that nothing can buy. This perfect balance between financial wealth, health and emotional well-being is the true miracle. And it starts now, with your decision to live abundantly in all areas. Now that you have come to know the transformative power of Salmo 91 and how it can be the key to opening doors of prosperity, I invite you to reflect. What are you waiting for to take the next step? Faith is not just a feeling, it is an action. And today, you have in your hands a powerful tool that can change the game of your financial life. It's not just waiting for something to happen, it's about declaring with conviction and acting with confidence, knowing that the universe is aligned with your deepest desires. Now it's up to you. As you close your eyes and say this prayer, remember that blessings are already on your way. The abundance it starts with your mindset and materializes with your actions. What would you do if you knew you were already receiving it? What would your life be like if prosperity were your constant companion? The answer lies in your faith and your commitment to trusting the divine plan. If you felt the power of this prayer, if you are ready to transform your life, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, you will find more content that will help you continue on this journey of transformation. Believe, the best is yet to come. And it all starts with the decision to trust.